Hey Phil, this is Video Vixen, and I'm here with a Defranco movie review of the movie that we watched this week, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Now, just to jump into it, I could not hate this movie, which means I love this movie so much. Ferris Bueller's Day Off is for me, the best coming-of-age movie in the 80s. It's up there with Breakfast Club, it's up there with 16 Candles, it's up there with all those iconic movies from that era. And even though this movie came out before I was born, this movie just had everything in it. Ferris Bueller, the character, Matthew Broderick just did a great job as Ferris Bueller. And the character itself just, he signifies so much. He signifies taking life by the balls and owning it. And, not caring about authority and not caring about, people getting in his way. Like, he was about no rules and just, living life. And, I think if most people tried to live like Ferris Bueller, they'd probably get arrested because he pulled off a lot of illegal stuff now, thinking about it. But he just got away with it just seamlessly, Like, the whole movie, like, everything was just in his control. Like, he was just very calm. And in most cases, if people if people tried to pull off these things, they'd probably get caught. But Ferris Bueller just had a knack for just making everything flow seamlessly. He had a plan. That day that he woke up, he had a plan for everything, and it just went, just seamless. But anyway, my favorite parts of the movie, obviously, were when he, broke the fourth wall and he was talking to the audience for a little bit in the beginning and just explaining, like, how do you fake a sick day. Also, the iconic parts of this movie was when the parking attendants drove the Ferrari over the hump and Star Wars music came on. That was, that's one of, the most memorable moments in movie history. Also, Ben Stein as the professor, asking for Bueller. I think everybody who's a movie buff remembers that line or remember that part. And, it comes to think about it, like, if Ferris Bueller didn't say his name, was the professor just going to keep saying Bueller? Think about it. Because he didn't seem like he was going to stop until someone said, oh, he's sick. He just would have kept saying Bueller over and over and over again. I don't know. I'm just saying it could have been a thing. But, if you take Ferris Bueller's character and you put him in today's society, you realize that this guy, effectively created parts of, social media and pop culture. For example, Ferris Bueller created the term YOLO, even before YOLO was a thing by Drake. He invented the term YOLO. He said, I only live once, you only live once, so we're doing this. Also, if this guy was on Twitter, if Ferris Bueller was on Twitter now, this guy would have so much followers, it'd be insane. I think he'd overpass Ashton Kutcher. And his hashtag, or his trending topic, would be hashtag Save Ferris, because everybody in that school was vying for Ferris. Even people outside of the school was vying for Ferris. The people in the police precinct, they're like, oh yeah, we heard about Ferris, hope he feels better. Like, people thought this guy was legit dying, and he was just faking a sickness. Like, imagine that type of influence that he had at that time. And if he had it in today's world, Ferris Bueller would be probably president. I don't know. I'm just saying. Yeah, so that's it for my review. I would recommend everyone watch this movie. This movie was great, amazing. It's still iconic for its time. And yeah, it's just a classic movie for the era. And even, 30 some odd years later, it still rocks. So, yeah, that's it. And see you next time on the movie thing, review, club stuff. Alright, fade out.